Welcome back to AgriCraft, where we explore the most fascinating aspects of modern agriculture and sustainable farming innovation. Every year, commercial agave operations across Mexico harvest over 300 million blue agave plants, transforming these magnificent desert succulents into premium tequila and natural sweeteners that generate over $15 billion in global revenue annually. But how exactly do farmers cultivate these remarkable plants that take 8 to 12 years to mature and can weigh over 200 pounds when ready for harvest? How do massive processing plants extract the sweet nectar from these spiky giants and transform it into the world's most sought-after spirits and natural sugar alternatives? Today, we're taking you deep into the heart of agave country, following the complete journey from the volcanic highlands of Jalisco to state-of-the-art distilleries and sweetener processing facilities. We'll explore the ancient cultivation techniques that have been refined over centuries, the precision harvesting methods that require master craftsmen called jimadores, and the sophisticated processing technology that transforms raw agave into premium products commanding hundreds of dollars per bottle. All will be revealed in this video. Blue agave, scientifically known as Agave Tequilana Weber Azul, represents one of agriculture's most remarkable success stories, combining thousand-year-old indigenous farming wisdom with cutting-edge modern processing technology. This incredible plant, native to the volcanic soils of western Mexico, has evolved from a local subsistence crop into a global agricultural phenomenon that now drives entire regional economies and supports over 300,000 jobs throughout Mexico's agave-producing states. The cultural and economic significance of agave farming extends far beyond simple agriculture. The blue agave industry represents Mexico's third largest agricultural export, generating more revenue than coffee, avocados, or any other traditional crop. The state of Jalisco alone produces over 60% of the world's blue agave, with operations spanning over 300,000 acres of prime agricultural land that has been optimized for agave cultivation over multiple generations. What makes agave farming particularly fascinating from an agricultural perspective is the extraordinary time investment required for each crop cycle. Unlike annual crops that farmers can plant and harvest within a single growing season, blue agave requires 8 to 12 years from planting to harvest, making it one of agriculture's most patient and long-term investments. The economic impact of agave cultivation reaches far beyond the farms themselves. Premium tequila production has created a luxury goods market where individual bottles can sell for over $1,000, while the growing natural sweetener market has positioned agave nectar as a premium alternative to traditional sugar sources. These high-value end products justify the extensive investment in land, labor, and time required for successful agave operations. The global agave sweetener market alone has grown to over $2 billion annually, driven by consumer demand for natural, low-glycemic alternatives to refined sugar and artificial sweeteners. This demand has created opportunities for agave farmers to diversify their operations beyond traditional tequila production, opening new revenue streams that help stabilize the inherently cyclical nature of agave agriculture. The journey begins in specialized nursery operations, where agave cultivation starts with careful selection of hijuelos, the offshoots that grow around mature agave plants. Unlike crops grown from seeds, commercial agave production relies entirely on vegetative propagation using these hijuelos, which are genetic clones of their parent plants. This propagation method ensures consistent quality and characteristics while preserving the specific genetic traits that define authentic blue agave. Modern agave breeding programs focus on developing plants with enhanced sugar content, disease resistance, and optimal maturation timing that meets the demands of different end markets. Advanced nursery operations maintain genetic libraries containing hundreds of distinct agave lineages, each with unique characteristics that breeders combine to create improved cultivars optimized for specific growing conditions and processing requirements. The selection process for quality hijuelos requires experienced nursery workers who can identify healthy offshoots with the genetic potential to develop into premium mature plants. Selected hijuelos are carefully removed from mother plants using specialized tools that minimize damage to both the offspring and parent plant, then undergo a curing process that prepares them for transplantation to production fields. Environmental requirements for blue agave cultivation are surprisingly specific for such a hardy desert plant. These succulents thrive in volcanic soils with excellent drainage and specific mineral compositions found primarily in the highlands of Jalisco, Nayarit, and surrounding regions. The ideal growing environment features hot days, cool nights, and annual rainfall between 20 and 60 inches, conditions that concentrate sugars while promoting healthy plant development. Soil preparation for agave cultivation involves creating optimal growing conditions in fields that may be used for agave production for decades or even centuries. Traditional preparation methods include deep plowing to break up hardpan layers, incorporation of organic matter to improve soil structure, and creation of drainage systems that prevent root rot during periods of heavy rainfall. Field preparation also involves establishing the precise spacing patterns that optimize plant development while allowing efficient cultivation and harvesting operations. Traditional agave fields utilize spacing patterns developed over centuries of cultivation, with plants typically arranged in rows that accommodate the specific equipment and techniques used in each region's farming operations. Modern agave farming has embraced precision agriculture techniques that monitor soil conditions, weather patterns, and plant health using advanced sensor technology and data analysis systems. These systems help farmers optimize irrigation schedules, identify potential disease problems before they become serious, and predict optimal harvest timing based on sugar accumulation patterns in individual plants. The planting process for agave fields requires skilled workers who understand the specific techniques needed to establish healthy root systems in challenging desert conditions. Hijuelos are planted during optimal weather conditions, typically during the rainy season when soil moisture supports initial root development. Irrigation management in agave cultivation involves sophisticated water conservation techniques that provide adequate moisture for plant development while avoiding overwatering that can damage these drought-adapted plants. Many operations utilize drip irrigation systems that deliver precise amounts of water directly to each plant's root zone, minimizing water waste while ensuring optimal growing conditions. The extended growing period for agave plants requires long-term field management strategies that maintain plant health and productivity over the 8 to 12-year cultivation cycle. This includes regular weeding operations that prevent competition from other plants, pest management programs that control insects and diseases that can damage developing plants, and ongoing soil management that maintains optimal growing conditions. Cultivation practices during the lengthy growing period involve periodic removal of flower stalks that would otherwise divert energy from sugar accumulation in the plant's core. This process, known as desquiote, requires skilled workers who can identify and remove flowering stalks at the optimal time to maximize sugar content while maintaining plant health. Nutrition management for agave plants involves carefully balanced fertilization programs that provide essential nutrients throughout the extended growing cycle. Unlike annual crops that receive intensive fertilization during short growing seasons, agave plants benefit from modest, consistent nutrient applications that support steady growth without stimulating excessive vegetative development that can reduce sugar content. The maturation process for blue agave plants involves complex biochemical changes that concentrate sugars and develop the flavor compounds that make premium tequila possible. During the final years before harvest, plants redirect energy from leaf growth to sugar accumulation in the central core, creating the high sugar content that justifies the extensive investment in time and resources required for agave cultivation. Determining optimal harvest timing requires expertise that comes only from years of experience working with agave plants. Master farmers can assess plant maturity by examining leaf color, plant size, and subtle changes in appearance that indicate peak sugar content. This timing is critical, as plants harvested too early lack the sugar content needed for quality processing, while overripe plants begin to decline in quality. The harvesting process for blue agave represents one of agriculture's most skilled and physically demanding operations. Harvest crews, led by experienced jimadores, use traditional tools, including the quadajima, a specialized circular blade attached to a long handle to carefully remove the sharp leaves and extract the plant's core, known as the piña, due to its resemblance to a giant pineapple. Each jimador can harvest between 80 and 120 plants per day, depending on plant size and field conditions. This harvesting rate has remained remarkably consistent for generations, as the precision required to properly extract each piña while maximizing sugar content cannot be effectively mechanized using current technology. The harvesting technique requires jimadores to make precise cuts that remove all leaf material while preserving the maximum amount of sugar-rich core tissue. Harvested piñas vary dramatically in size and weight, ranging from 40 pounds for young plants to over 200 pounds for fully mature specimens. The largest piñas, which command premium prices from distilleries, require multiple workers to load and transport from fields to processing facilities. Transportation of harvested agave piñas from fields to processing plants involves specialized logistics systems designed to handle the enormous weight and volume of fresh agave cores. Individual piñas are loaded onto trucks using mechanical assistance, as their size and weight make manual handling extremely difficult. The logistics of agave harvesting require careful coordination between field operations and processing facilities, as harvested piñas begin to deteriorate within days of harvest. This time, constraint necessitates efficient transportation systems that can move thousands of tons of fresh agave from scattered fields to centralized processing locations. Processing plants' scheduling must accommodate the irregular timing of agave harvests, which depend on plant maturation patterns that can vary significantly based on growing conditions and individual plant characteristics. This variability requires processing facilities to maintain flexible operation schedules that can handle sudden increases in raw material availability. Upon arrival at processing facilities, harvested agave piñas undergo rigorous quality inspection procedures that assess sugar content, absence of disease or damage, and overall suitability for different processing applications. This inspection process determines whether individual piñas will be directed to premium tequila production, lower-grade spirits, or alternative processing streams for sweetener production. Modern agave processing plants are impressive industrial facilities that combine traditional techniques with advanced food processing technology. These facilities must handle enormous variations in raw material size and composition while maintaining consistent product quality that meets the exacting standards of premium spirit and sweetener markets. The initial processing stage involves cleaning and preparation of agave piñas using specialized washing systems that remove field dirt and debris while preserving the integrity of the sugar-rich core tissue. These washing systems use high-pressure water jets and rotating brushes that thoroughly clean each piña without damaging the valuable interior material. Traditional tequila production begins with cooking processes that convert complex carbohydrates in raw agave into fermentable sugars. Modern processing facilities utilize massive steam-heated autoclaves called hornos that can process several tons of agave piñas simultaneously. These cooking processes take between 24 and 72 hours, depending on the specific production requirements and desired flavor characteristics. The cooking process transforms raw agave piñas from hard, fibrous masses into soft, sweet material that can be easily processed to extract fermentable juices. Temperature control during cooking is critical, as excessive heat can create bitter compounds that negatively impact final product quality, while insufficient cooking leaves complex carbohydrates unconverted. Advanced processing plants monitor cooking processes using sophisticated temperature and pressure control systems that ensure consistent results across multiple cooking cycles. Following the cooking process, cooked agave undergoes extraction procedures that separate valuable juices from fibrous pulp material. Traditional extraction methods utilize large stone wheels called tahonas that crush cooked agave to release sugary juices, while modern facilities employ sophisticated pressing systems that maximize juice extraction while maintaining product quality. Industrial extraction systems utilize hydraulic presses and centrifugal separators that can process tons of cooked agave per hour while achieving extraction rates that exceed traditional methods. These automated systems reduce labor costs while improving consistency and hygiene standards compared to traditional processing techniques. Quality control procedures throughout the extraction process monitor sugar content, pH levels, and microbiological contamination that could affect fermentation processes or final product safety. Advanced testing laboratories associated with processing plants conduct hundreds of analyses daily to ensure that extracted juices meet specifications for different product applications. The extracted agave juices undergo fermentation processes that convert sugars into alcohol using carefully selected yeast strains that produce the specific flavor compounds associated with premium tequila. Fermentation tanks in modern facilities are equipped with temperature control systems and automated monitoring equipment that ensures optimal conditions throughout the fermentation cycle. Fermentation management requires expertise in microbiology and process control, as variations in temperature, pH, and nutrient availability can significantly impact fermentation efficiency and final product characteristics. Master distillers monitor fermentation progress using both traditional sensory evaluation techniques and modern analytical methods that measure alcohol content, flavor compound development, and fermentation completion. For sweetener production, extracted agave juices undergo different processing paths that concentrate natural sugars while preserving the low glycemic index characteristics that make agave nectar attractive to health-conscious consumers. This processing involves filtration and concentration procedures that remove impurities while maintaining the natural enzyme activity that gives agave sweeteners their distinctive properties. Distillation processes for tequila production utilize sophisticated copper pot stills and column distillation systems that separate alcohol from fermented agave juice while concentrating the complex flavor compounds that define premium tequila. These distillation systems require precise temperature control and timing that can only be achieved through years of experience and advanced process monitoring equipment. Modern distilleries utilize computer-controlled distillation systems that monitor alcohol content, temperature, and flow rates throughout the distillation process. These systems ensure consistent product quality while allowing master distillers to focus on the sensory evaluation and blending decisions that create distinctive premium products. Quality inspection procedures during distillation involve continuous monitoring of alcohol strength, flavor characteristics, and absence of undesirable compounds that could affect product safety or quality. Advanced analytical equipment can identify trace compounds that impact flavor while ensuring compliance with regulatory standards for different export markets. Aging processes for premium tequila involve storage in specially selected oak barrels that impart color, flavor, and complexity to the distilled spirit. Modern aging facilities maintain precise temperature and humidity conditions that optimize the aging process while monitoring product development over periods ranging from months to several years. The barrel management systems in premium tequila operations involve sophisticated inventory tracking that monitors the age, location, and characteristics of thousands of individual barrels stored in climate-controlled warehouses. These systems ensure optimal aging conditions while providing the detailed records required for premium product authentication. For agave sweetener production, concentration and purification processes utilize advanced filtration and evaporation systems that remove impurities while preserving the natural enzymes and low glycemic characteristics that define premium agave nectar products. These processing systems operate at precisely controlled temperatures that prevent degradation of heat-sensitive compounds. Packaging operations for both tequila and agave sweetener products utilize sophisticated automated systems that maintain sterile conditions while accommodating the diverse package sizes and formats required for different market segments. These packaging lines can handle thousands of units per hour while maintaining strict quality control standards. Bottling systems for premium tequila utilize specialized equipment that fills bottles to precise volumes while preventing contamination that could affect product quality or shelf life. Labeling and packaging for export markets require sophisticated systems that accommodate multiple languages, regulatory requirements, and authentication features that prevent counterfeiting of premium products. Cold storage and distribution systems for agave products must accommodate the specific requirements of different product categories, from temperature-sensitive sweeteners to premium spirits that require careful handling to prevent damage to expensive packaging. These systems utilize climate-controlled warehouses and specialized transportation equipment that maintains product quality throughout global distribution networks. The logistics of agave product distribution involve coordination between production facilities, distributors, and retailers across multiple countries and regulatory jurisdictions. Advanced tracking systems monitor product location, temperature, and handling conditions throughout distribution networks that can span several continents. Byproduct utilization in agave processing demonstrates the industry's commitment to sustainability and resource efficiency. Bagasse, the fibrous pulp remaining after juice extraction, is processed into valuable products including biofuel, paper products, and construction materials. These byproduct streams generate additional revenue while reducing waste disposal costs and environmental impact. Agave fiber processing has created entirely new industries that convert waste bagasse into high-value products including specialized textiles, insulation materials, and even biodegradable plastics. These applications provide additional income streams for agave processors while demonstrating innovative approaches to agricultural waste utilization. Environmental sustainability initiatives in agave production include water conservation programs, renewable energy systems, and soil conservation practices that protect the long-term viability of agave growing regions. The carbon sequestration potential of agave cultivation has attracted attention from environmental researchers studying the plant's ability to capture atmospheric carbon in desert environments where few other crops can survive. This environmental benefit adds another dimension to agave cultivation that may become increasingly important as climate change concerns drive agricultural policy decisions. Nutritional characteristics of agave products vary significantly between different processing applications. Agave nectar contains natural fructans and has a lower glycemic index than traditional sugar sources, making it attractive to diabetic and health-conscious consumers. Premium tequila contains beneficial compounds derived from the agave plant that may provide health benefits when consumed in moderation. Research into agave-derived compounds has identified numerous potential applications in pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and functional foods. These emerging applications could create additional markets for agave products while providing new revenue opportunities for farming and processing operations. The transformation of blue agave from ancient desert plant to global agricultural commodity represents one of agriculture's most remarkable success stories. From the highland fields of Jalisco, where plants grow for nearly a decade, to the sophisticated processing facilities that create premium spirits and natural sweeteners, every aspect of the agave industry demonstrates how traditional knowledge and modern technology can create extraordinary value from challenging agricultural environments. The scale of modern agave operations continues to expand as global demand for premium tequila and natural sweeteners drives investment in new production capacity and processing technology. Individual distilleries now process millions of pounds of agave annually, while sweetener operations handle comparable volumes to supply growing international markets. What makes the agave industry particularly inspiring for agricultural professionals is how it demonstrates the potential for patient, long-term agricultural investments to create exceptional returns. The decade-long growing cycle that initially seems like a disadvantage actually creates barriers to entry that protect established operations while generating premium products that command extraordinary prices in global markets. The integration of traditional farming knowledge with modern processing technology throughout the agave industry shows how agricultural innovation can honor cultural heritage while embracing technological advancement. This balance between tradition and innovation provides a model for other agricultural sectors seeking to modernize while maintaining their cultural identity and market differentiation. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the world of blue agave farming and processing operations that transform desert plants into some of the world's most valuable agricultural products. The next time you enjoy premium tequila or sweeten your coffee with agave nectar, you'll have a much deeper appreciation for the extraordinary agricultural expertise and sophisticated processing technology that makes these products possible. The patience, skill, and innovation required to succeed in agave agriculture represents the very best of modern farming and food processing technology. If you found this exploration of agave agriculture as fascinating as we did, please give this video a like and subscribe to AgriCraft for more comprehensive investigations of unique farming operations and innovative food processing technology. Leave a comment below and let us know what other traditional crops with modern applications you'd like us to explore in future farming documentaries. Until next time, keep discovering the amazing possibilities in sustainable agriculture and agri-entrepreneurship. What makes the agave industry particularly inspiring for agricultural professionals is how it demonstrates the potential for patient, long-term agricultural investments to create exceptional returns. The decade-long growing cycle that initially seems like a disadvantage actually creates barriers to entry that protect established operations while generating premium products that command extraordinary prices in global markets. The integration of traditional farming knowledge with modern processing technology throughout the agave industry shows how agricultural innovation can honor cultural heritage while embracing technological advancement. This balance between tradition and innovation provides a model for other agricultural sectors seeking to modernize while maintaining their cultural identity and market differentiation. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the world of blue agave farming and processing operations that transform desert plants into some of the world's most valuable agricultural products. If you found this exploration of agave agriculture as fascinating as we did, please give this video a like and subscribe to AgriCraft for more comprehensive investigations of unique farming operations and innovative food processing technology. Leave a comment below and let us know what other traditional crops with modern applications you'd like us to explore in future farming documentaries. Until next time, keep discovering the amazing possibilities in sustainable agriculture and agri-entrepreneurship.